Hi guys, welcome to my first ever U-turn vlog. It's quite hard for me just to come out and a vlog about my U-turn because I like to put on a bit of a brave front, especially everything that's kind of happened over the last few years. The way I kind of learned to deal with it is just deal with it and move on. So to talk to you all in an honest fashion, I need to remind myself how I felt when I did my U-turn. If I could take you back to the Liberty X days, many years ago, it was really throughout pretty much the whole of Liberty X that I felt uncomfortable with myself. And I think the main reason that I felt uncomfortable with myself is because I didn't really know who I was as a person. All I was at that point was a member of a pop group, a successful pop group, but I was the fat one. Now, I wasn't fat, so I don't need any fat haters. It wasn't like that. But when you're in a band and you are singled out as the fat one or the one that doesn't sing much or can't sing as well or doesn't dance as well, you're automatically singled in the press as the weak link of the group, which is quite a brunt to bear when you're a young girl just trying to, you know, make good and do what you've always wanted to do. So that kind of continued throughout Liberty X. The period after Liberty X disbanding and my U-turn in my life was quite messy. I was eating a lot of kebabs, I was drinking a lot of free drink at parties, and people were just plying me with alcohol because that's what happened back then. It was all free. I have to pay for it now, hence I don't drink as much. But I thought, this is wicked. You know, I get to, you know, get rid of my release and my pent-up frustration of not having a career and my marriage breaking down by drinking lots. Yay! And little did I know that, you know, that's obviously not the answer. And I needed somebody to snap me out and to get my U-turn going, and that was Hugh. And I don't know how I would be or where I would be now if I hadn't have met him, but thank God I did. And part of my my very conscious U-turn in my life at that point was to move. So I left the UK and I moved to Dublin, Ireland. It was a very conscious decision. I thought that if I was to stay in London any further, then A, me and Hugh wouldn't have lasted because he was living in Dublin, and B, I might have got dragged down with more of the messiness. Because of that, my life completely changed. And over a period of 2 years of living there, it wasn't overnight, but I made a U-turn in my life by concentrating on making myself happy from the inside out. So I went back to college and I studied fitness, as you all know. I'm a qualified personal trainer and I study nutrition, and that's why I make all of these wonderful things in my kitchen for me and my family. And I just became healthier in my mind as well. So that was my U-turn. But I'm going to sound like a bit of a dick here, but it is the truth. Going back to college, night school, and sitting in a classroom full of people trying to re-educate ourselves, and what we should be doing is learning from the teacher, I sat there feeling really self-conscious because I felt like everybody was talking about me instead of what we were learning. I felt really intimidated is a good word, because I thought people were talking about me. Why am I there? Hasn't she got millions in the bank? She's a pop star. She should be a millionaire. She should be out on a yacht. And I'm sitting there like everybody else in the same situation. I just want to make myself a better life by studying and making a career out of this. I didn't have millions in the bank. I was starting from scratch. I had a failed marriage. My pop stardom had gone. I was starting a new relationship with a man that I barely knew. It was a tough time, and I didn't want to just study the stuff. I wanted to go and practice it. So I went back to the gym and I started to eat healthier. So I was working out and I was eating healthier, and I started to feel better because I was working out, and I started to look better because I was working out and eating healthier. And the more I felt better and looked better, the more I wanted it. It became a healthy addiction. And the more you feel better, the more that you want it, and the more that you make it happen. And it just kept snowballing from there. So I probably blabbed on way too long about myself, which is what I usually do, but I needed to get it off my chest. I had to tell you what my U-turn was in my life. So now you know about mine, I want to know about yours. Have you made a U-turn in your life? If you have, how did you get over it? How did you overcome that hurdle? Do you want to make a U-turn? I would love to know. So you have to comment on the below, hit like, hit subscribe, and hopefully we can continue this journey together. I know it sounds a little bit silly, continue this journey together, have a journey together, but that's what it is. We're going to make loads of videos and I'm going to share with you all how to get happy and healthy in life. So, hope you like this. I'll see you soon.